Hello everybody and welcome back into TD Garden from Boston, Massachusetts. The Boston Bruins and the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's playoff time. Round 1, Game 1 between the Bruins and the Leafs. And we're set to get underway here tonight in Boston. This is the first game as the draw is won back by the Bruins. Forbert has it down the right side. Leafs a better team this year than last year. They say that they're going to take down Boston this time. Bergeron, Eric Kallgren gets the start in net for Toronto. Here's a backhand shot. It's steered away by Kallgren in the early going. Played it not out. Pastrnak, and that one bounces out. And Kallgren had to be ready. Matthews to Marner, fired down into the Boston zone. It goes wide of the net. And Linus Ullmark is between the pipes for the Boston Bruins. As here's a chance as Boston will get it on the wing. Bergeron down that left side, might have a step to the net. Looks here, centers Marchand, in shoots. Kallgren down, made that stop. Here's Marner on that right wing. The Leafs will fire it down into the Boston zone. It goes around for Nylander. Nylander looks the net, center that off the side. Looks back in front. He'll drop, and that's given away to Pastrnak. And turned over back to Matthews. Austin Matthews for Toronto gets around one to the net, shoots. Stopped by the blocker's side of the netminder. Looks back again. He'll find Hall. He fires to the net. That's blocked by a Bruin in front. And the Boston Bruins regain control. Nylander on Pastrnak. Can't get the puck. McAvoy up to Marchand. We're almost halfway through period 1 without a goal. Here's a Deke with a shot. It's off a leg and into the Leaf corner. Here's Justin Hall. Couldn't get it out. Bergeron looks to the goal. Kerfoot. Here's a chance at front. Stopped by Eric Kallgren. Brody up to Mitch Marner. Marner on the right wing. Leafs fire it down into the Boston zone. It goes all the way around. Finds Riley in the corner. Still has it. Gave it away. Kerfoot there. It bounces to the side of the net where Ullmark will play it free to Brandon Carlo. Here's Brad Marchand. New players on both sides as Brody has it. Looks in front for Marner. Fake shoots. That one blocked. Tavares has it. Couldn't get it to the goal. John Tavares finished second in scoring for the Leafs. Here's Riley. Drops for Tavares. Backhand. That didn't get to the net. Marchand to Coyle. And here comes Boston out of the zone. Down the right side and in. Looking to the goal. Shooting. And Kallgren has that to the chest. Kerfoot. Back to John Tavares. Leafs bring it ahead. Hit there. Kasha drops that across off the boards, and that won't find any help as Smith turns the other way for the Bruins. Hit there by Mark Giordano. 5 to go in the opening period. Fired in by Toronto. Race to it. Simmons couldn't get it to the net. Riley to Hall. Here come the Bruins through center. In over the Toronto line. Drops for Coyle to the goal. Slows down. Looks in front. Drops again for Hall. Hall back to Grzelcyk. Poked out. Here's a step. And to the net. Here's a chance, dangling, and could not get it there. Mikheyev. And a race back, but here come the Bruins with Coyle. And here's Charlie Coyle inside. Plays that to Blackwell. Up for Simmons. Cross to Giordano. He has Mikheyev, and he fires it back into the Boston zone. In for Wayne Simmons. To the front of the goal. That's off a stick. Bruins get it back. And time running out here in the first. Coyle to Jake DeBrusk. Poke back into the Boston zone. Coyle back ahead to Carlo. In come the Bruins with a step. Chance to the net. Stopped by Kallgren on Curtis Lazar. Here's Mikheyev. He'll flip it off the boards and out. And that should do it for the first period of Game 1 between the Bruins and the Maple Leafs. Here in Round 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Scoreless through 1 tonight from Boston. We hope everyone's enjoying a good period by both sides. Some good action and more coming your way. The second period moments away. Shots that period 5 for Boston, 2 for Toronto. Hits are 2 aside. Faceoffs 1-0 Bruins. No power plays. It is scoreless after 1 in Boston tonight. Welcome into the second period of play here tonight between the Maple Leafs and the Boston Bruins. This is it. Playoff hockey action. And it's period 2 of Game 1. Draw coming here to center ice. One back by the Bruins. They control it. Charlie McAvoy just started the period. Gave it away to Marner. Marner fired back into the Boston zone. He'll go all the way around. Nylander chases the puck. Stolen. Here's Matthews shooting and knocked down by Linus Ullmark. Here's Nylander back. Trying to center that. And the Bruins get it. And out they come. Brad Marchand on the right. 2 already gone in the period. Bruins have a step to the net. Shot. Blockered away by Eric Kallgren. Turned over in front. That drop pass won't make it to any of the Bruins. And the Leafs turn ahead on a 3-on-2. Gave it away to Forbert. Here's Brad Marchand the other way. Hall back to defend. Dangled by Marchand to the goal. Kicked away by Kallgren. Here's Mitch Marner back into the Boston zone. Ripped around for Matthews. Dangles his way to the net. Drops for Hall. Back trying to get it for Matthews. In behind the goal. Kicks for Nylander. And he tried to play that back. Marchand gets it out for the Bruins. Here's Marchand. Turns. McAvoy turned over. Matthews! He scores! Austin Matthews opens the scoring in Game 1 on a turnover in the Boston zone. 6:11 into period 2. The Leafs have the lead in TD. It's the move by Matthews. Steals it. Dangles, goes to the backhand. Beats Linus Ullmark in tight. A perfect goal for Austin Matthews. And Toronto's on the board to start the playoffs here. Faceoff will come back to center ice. Still 13:49 to go in the middle period. It's only 1-0. Draw one. Here's TJ Brodie. He'll fire it down for the Leafs. It gets in deep. In and around, that finds Carlo. Left side, back to Hall. Taylor Hall up for Smith. Craig Smith down that left side with a step to the net. Look, shoot! Stopped by Shalgren. He blocked that away. Here's Brodie. Back to Andre Kasha. And into the Boston zone. They'll fire it. Kerfoot to it first. Couldn't get it to the net. Brandon Carlo has it back. And here comes Boston. Smith again. Kasha trying to get back to the goal. A shot. And it will not get to the net as Kasha will play it back down the ice for the Maple Leafs. A race to it. And to it first was Carlo, icing against Toronto just past the halfway mark of this hockey game. Toronto has a 1-0 lead. And guess who? Austin Matthews. Yeah, and you just knew something was coming. And the Toronto Maple Leafs, Austin Matthews will get it started here. The scoring for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Matthews with his first of the postseason. And the Leafs have the first goal out of Boston and Toronto combined. Here's Coyle to the net. What a stop. Eric Shalgren got the glove out and took that one away. Kerfoot has Tavares with him. Plays it to him. Shot. And that's snatched by Ullmark the other way. Smith for Boston. Settles that down for Coyle. He comes down that right side. Looks to the net. Has it. Stopped by Shalgren. Played to Hall. Here's John Tavares. The Toronto Marlies Syracuse Crunch Game 1 coming your way for that next. Here's a turnover in the Boston zone yet again. Leafs keep it in. They get the forecheck rolling here. That's played back to Hall, and out comes Boston. 5 minutes to go in the middle period. Can't get it to the net. In the corner, they go back after it. Leafs dig it free. Here's Lazar, and now picked up again by Morgan Riley. Back to Kerfoot. Left side and ahead. Leafs fire it, and that hit the breast, but he settles it down. Back for Coyle. Tavares giving him trouble at center. Brings it back in the Boston zone. Winds up. Shoots! Walkered away by Ullmark. Not much on that. Here's Halla. Here come the Bruins. 2.5 to go in the period. Hall, the only man back. Chance of the goal. Great poke check by Justin Hall. Here's Morgan Riley. Just gets it in the zone. Looks back for some help. Lazar poked ahead by Wayne Simmons. Has it to the net. In front for Mikheyev, and he couldn't settle the pass down. Forbert back ahead to Jake DeBrusk. Time running out in the middle frame. Toronto's up 1-0 here in Game 1. Lazar in on the right. Centers that back. Here's Forbert. Can't get it to the net. Mikheyev off the boards and out. And that'll do it for two. The Maple Leafs have a 1-0 lead through 40 here in Game 1 against the Boston Bruins. Matthews with the only goal. This was it right here. Perfect hands. Goes to the backhand in tight. No chance for Linus Ullmark. Shots a goal after 2. 10 for the Bruins with none. 6 for the Leafs with 1. Hits are 3 aside. Faceoffs 3-1 Bruins. No power plays. 1-0 Toronto after 2. Welcome into the third period here tonight from TD Garden, Boston. Game 1 between the Leafs and the Bruins. And it's in the big bad TD Garden for Toronto. Yeah, the Leafs nemesis. It's been for a long time. And Toronto has a 1-0 lead coming into the third. It's not a huge lead, but it is a lead. And you have to build on it or you have to keep it. One of the two. Here's Pastrnak. Hit there. Matthews picks up the puck and he'll get it ahead. Austin Matthews off to the races. Gets by. Makes his way to the net. Shot blocked in front by Boston. Marchand kept in. Here's Marner. Spins back. Centers for Hall. Shot to the goal. Goes in behind. Matthews finds it. Wrap in front. Marner's there. And Ullmark got on top of it before Marner could cash home. And Boston hemmed in their zone a little bit here to start this third period. Down 1-0 in Game 1. Here's the draw. Left side of the Bruin net. One back by Boston. They control in the corner. McAvoy back ahead to Pastrnak. Kept in the Boston zone. And now it's offside against the Maple Leafs. Just over 4 gone here in the third period. A silent Boston crowd for the time being. It's 1-0 Toronto. The visitors. Austin Matthews with the only goal of the game. Faceoffs 4-2 Boston. Toronto takes this one. It's now 4-3. Hall fires it in for the Leafs. That takes a whiff off the boards and all the way around. Tavares finds it, but Forbert's to it first for Boston. He'll spin in his own zone. Gave it away, and a penalty's coming. The first penalty of the playoffs against the Maple Leafs. Boston to their first power play here in the playoffs. The captain will head off for Toronto. Tripping's going to be the call. It comes at the 14:34 mark of the third period. Left to go, and Boston has time to tie it here, especially with an extra man on the ice. Draw one back by Spezza. Liljegren fires it off the boards and down. A great penalty kill so far to start it off. Here's Engvall. Makes his way to the net. Couldn't get it on goal. Well, the Leafs have also been the best shorthanded team this year. In come the Bruins looking for a step to the net. Here's another penalty, and it's going to be a 5-on-3. And the Boston Bruins are going to have a huge chance here, only down 1-0 in the third. They have 2 extra men on the ice. Draw one back. Spezza won it again. Giordano out. Riley's going to chase after it shorthanded. Morgan Riley pokes it in further. Has the puck shorthanded. Riley in behind the goal. Still having some trouble. And that one bounces in the air, but Bergeron knocks it down. Marchand. Giordano, the only man back for Toronto. Pass to the front. What a play by the Leafs. Here's Jason Spezza, and he'll fire it down the Boston ice. 1 penalty done. Here's Riley. Tripped. No penalty. Bruins get away with one there. McAvoy in his own zone ahead to Brad Marchand. Might have a step with him. Centers the hole. Great stop. Källgren. It came free, but the Bruins couldn't settle it down. That one goes back into the Toronto bench with 5 seconds to go in the Boston power play. Well, the Bruins had a 5-on-3 attempt and couldn't really set anything up. Erik Källgren did have to make a big save, and he did make that stop to keep it 1-0. Penalties are done. Back to full strength. Pastrnak on the left. Muzzet back to Wayne Simmons. Here comes Toronto, left side and in. They'll slow down that pass to the front. Colin Blackwell never found him. All along the boards. Leafs getting in there. Blackwell will pick it up, and he's taken down. And again, no penalty. And the Leafs arguing with the refs as Toronto gets the puck. Kasha drops that back, and the Leafs need some help. Hall comes out with it. Has Marchand on the left side to the net with Hall. He's stopped by Källgren. Kerfoot, 8 minutes to play. Here's Alex Kerfoot, slows down, drops for Ondrej Kasa's shot. That did not make its way to the net. Here's Brad Marchand, turned over at center ice. Mark Giordano get to the head to Colin Blackwell. He finds Kerfoot, and back into the Boston zone they come. Blackwell back. Here's Jake DeBrusk, back out again. Here's Lazardau. Spins and fires that back to McAvoy. 5.5 to go, third period. Penalty coming, and it's going against Toronto again. It'll be their third, and they're all tripping calls. They are, and it's been frustrating to watch this so far for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Haven't had a power play, but they've had 3 penalties in this game now. They've killed 2 of 2 so far to start this playoff round. Boston's power play has always been deadly in the history. It's 1-0 late in the third, and the Leafs win another draw, but they didn't get it out this time. Coyle to the net, DeBrusk, and he couldn't get it there. What a play! Engvall fires it down for Toronto. Here's Riley. He'll come out for Boston. Has a step with Charlie Coyle. Will not get it to the net. Now he does! And a stop by Källgren. He had to be sharp as it came bouncing out right in front of him. And Coyle shut down as the fans, well, you could see the tone was picked up there. Boston with almost a minute more of time on attack than Toronto in this game, but the Leafs have the lead. Draw one back. Haula plays that back. Here's a shot. Blocked in front. Kicked down by Källgren on the rebound. Here's Pierre Engvall. 50 seconds left on the power play. Riley finds some help. Here's Haula inside. Back to Coyle again. Won't get it to the goal. Back in front. He centered it. But the Bruins can't settle it down. Coyle in front, DeBrusk, right on, Källgren again. Liljegren fires it off the boards, and that is just out with 11 seconds to go in the Boston power play. 3:37 to go. Toronto's up 1-0 in game 1. This is as tight as it gets for a playoff game. Here's the face-off. Austin Matthews with the only goal. Riley plays that to Coyle. In he comes. Riley stripped him of the puck. Blackwell to Muzzin out of the box. He'll fire it in the Boston zone and around. Finds help there in Wayne Simmons. Couldn't hold on to it. DeBrusk loses it. Simmons has it back. Poke further. Blackwell now. Haula taken in the corner. Here's Blackwell in front. Held off. Still has it centered to the net. And it never found anyone out front. Kept in by the Leafs. Mark Giordano with a shot. Good block by Riley. And the Bruins turn in their own zone and now get it ahead. Under a minute left. Toronto's up 1-0 here in game 1. And Boston caught offside. Bruins are running out of time here in game 1 from TD Garden. The Leafs 1, Boston 0. This is game 1. Here's the face-off. One back by the Bruins. They control. The centering pass to Smith. And he'll play that back to Carlo. They try to reset. Carlo along the boards. Plays that back to Coyle. In for Smith. Empty net Boston. Smith picked up by Riley. Spins and fires. That one didn't make it. Tavares gets it down the ice. Race to it. And that will go for icing against Toronto with 34.6 seconds left. Fans are on their tippy toes right now, especially Boston fans, and Toronto fans hanging on by a thread, up 1-0 late in the third. Draw one shot, that goes off a body and wide. They get it back. Hall to Riley along the boards. He gave it away to Morgan Riley, and Riley will take it out. Here's Kasha, but they're offside. 24 seconds left. Leafs 1, Bruins 0 from TD Garden in Boston. Matthews line back on the ice here for Toronto. Here we go. One back by the Bruins. They have it here. Riley through center. Plays that to Coyle. Empty net for the Bruins. Coyle from the corner. Shot off a leg. Here's Hall. He can't clear. Has it again. Fires it down the ice. This one icing warning. 10 seconds left. And a penalty's coming to Boston with 10 seconds left. Tripping is going to be the call. The Leafs are going to get a power play with literally 10 seconds left. And the frustration by Craig Smith. You can see him clapping his hands in disbelief at the referee. And Leafs are going to get a power play with just 10 seconds to go. This will seal game one. And the Bruins are still going to pull the goaltender in the process. Here's the draw. And it's one back. Bruins have it here, so they pull the goalie and they give it away, and this should do it. Nylander to Marner. Fired across. Muzzin won't get it. Marner back. Here's a shot. Scores, but the empty net not in time. The Toronto Maple Leafs do, however, take game one of a final score 1-0 from Boston. Big performance here by the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight. Austin Matthews gets the only goal just before the midway mark of the second period. And Toronto will come out on top with the victory here tonight. But a good game overall by both sides. Boston put up a good fight. Unfortunately, could not find a way through Eric Shalgren in this one. This was the winning goal right here. Austin Matthews, a beautiful backhand move. Toronto takes it 1-0, your final score. Coming up now, game one between the Syracuse Crunch and the Toronto Marlies. Stay tuned. That's coming your way right now.